It's October, which means it's the spookiest time of the year. And I want to get to the bottom of what's the story behind one of the weirdest, most inexplicable Halloween viral hits ever. I'm talking about the pumpkin dance. Here's a taste.
I am afraid of no ghost.
And it goes on like that for like 2 solid minutes. And it's incredible. If you haven't seen it yet, you're not one of the over 3 million people who have viewed that particular video, that it has been endlessly remixed and added to different sharing sites beyond YouTube. But let's talk about the story behind that. Who is the dancing pumpkin man? His name is actually Matt Geiler. And right now he's living in LA. He is doing musical improv. He's working as an actor. But back in the day when this was filmed, this was in 2006 at the Omaha, Nebraska CW affiliate KXVO. You may have noticed that down in the corner of the video. And it seems weird that the story is that this just kind of popped up inexplicably in the 10 o'clock newscast, and no one really talked about why or what. And at the time, it kind of just came and went. But, 2006, the concept of a viral video wasn't really out yet. So it sort of just floated on the station's YouTube channel for a little bit until BuzzFeed discovered it once again, rediscovered rather, in 2009, calling it the greatest Halloween video ever. It got shared. People were really into it because it makes no goddamn sense.
Watch me.
He joined the station in 2006, so he made this video about 2 months in after becoming the anchor of the 10 p.m. news. He came on right after Brian McFadden, who's more known for being an MTV VJ, but he left the station pretty soon to join Current TV. You may know how that story went as well. That is a tangent. So this was kind of not a normal newscast, as you may have guessed. Geiler worked with a producer named Taylor Stein to work on this news show, which they wanted to be edgier, younger, alternative, kind of a mix of sketch comedy and the news, which went over about as well as you might expect. That show is no longer in the air and has been canceled for several years now. But at the time, they were trying to push this crazy comedy ensemble, borrowing news from a sister station. So they didn't really know what to do. And Geiler himself describes that night in particular. There were these holes in the show, so I'm like, I'm going to run up to this place and get a unitard, and in the meantime throw up a graphic of a graveyard on the green screen, and I'll dance around a Ghostbusters for like 2 minutes. Is that okay? So what had happened was he went out and bought this unitard, as the quote said, and he needed to find a mask. He couldn't find a pumpkin mask. So what he did was he went to the station's lobby and found a pumpkin decoration, cut it in half, attached it with a wire hanger, and that's why it looks like it is. He's quoted as saying, "That's why it's so tiny and ill-fitting," and possibly why it has never been replicated. So yeah, people have tried to replicate this. There are many copycat videos. You know what? I applaud you for trying, but the reason why it looks so terrible is because it was put together so terribly. And yeah, so he felt that this weird sketch fit right in with the chaos of the show. And at the time, he thought it was funny. He was trying to push the boundaries of comedy. If you watch at the end, he's the floating head of the original video, that is. He's the floating head kind of talking to camera because I think he's wearing a shirt that's the same color as the set, and they keyed it out. So it's been remixed many times. It works to a lot of songs. Guile's song, which admittedly works with everything. The thong song.
He had lumps like does like what all night long. Let me see that thong.
Apparently, to this day, he's still arguing with his kids' friends about whether or not he's the original pumpkin dancer. And I hope he's winning those fights with 13-year-olds. You can catch him right now on Twitter. He's, as I said, in Los Angeles working as a comedian. Stein is working at another news station in Minneapolis, and he is actually still holding on to that stupid, crappy mask that has become a part of internet history. So I'm saying if you haven't thought of a Halloween costume yet and you're not very crafty, this could work out great. The one caveat is you will embarrass your significant other, and you will also have to dance to Ghostbusters all night, so figure that out. Audience, what is your favorite ridiculous Halloween video? Let us know below in the comments. Is it that one weird skeleton dancing puppet thing? You know what I'm talking about. Let us know below, and please like and subscribe for more.